Last night on all the major news outlets, including NBC Nightly News, official proclamation of the birth of the royal baby. Listen up.
On this day, the 22nd of July, in the year 2013, we welcome on humble duty a future king, the firstborn of the Royal Highness, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, the third in line to the throne. Our new prince is the third grandchild of Majesty.
The video of town crier Tony Appleton was lead news all over the globe. And as we've pointed out in the past, these days news organizations will broadcast the names of fake pilots. They will also assume anything is true and broadcast it, even the big guys. So this morning, Luciana tracked down that town crier. And guess what? He was a fake. Here he is.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, got a bit of a sore voice.
Yes. What a great job you did. We were just imagining what it would have sounded like, and then when we heard you, it was like, oh, it just feels right.
That's very nice of you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Now, to make that announcement, it's all written for. Or do you write it, or do you have any flexibility?
What happened was, a lot of people don't realise this. I was uninvited. I gate crashed that last night. I gate crashed it. You know?
Huh?
Yeah, do you understand that? I wasn't invited. I gate crashed it.
Gate crash.
You're the man on the front page of our local Seattle Times this morning and national papers everywhere. You're the guy who came.
What happened was, I got a royal journalist to write the script for me. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I got a train to London. I booked in a hotel. And then as soon as the royal birth was, the baby was announced, which I had a little Twitter from an inside information, I got a taxi to the hospital and got out and done the announcement, uninvited.
Wait a minute, you're not official?
I'm an official town crier, but I wasn't employed by the palace. I just done it on my own back.
You did it on your own and you got all over the media, all over the world?
That's beautiful.
That's awesome.
No,
all right, so there you get it. Now, we went on to talk to him for a long time, and you can hear the audio at 957kjr.com on our podcast and all of that. We were wondering how long, because we had this at 6 o'clock this morning, how long before the rest of the world realizes, once again, Captain Horifuk,
we do row,
that they got bang-ding out. And Joe is just now doing a Google News search, a Bing News search, and all these other searches, and what are you coming up with?
The San Francisco Chronicle just got news of this 6 minutes ago. He seemed official. He was wearing that red outfit, and his hat had a lot of feathers on it. He looked very fancy and official. He had a scroll. He was loud and confident, appeared to know what he was doing. But Tony Appleton tells Yahoo News that he crashed the party. So 6 minutes ago, the San Francisco paper got a hold of it. The New Zealand Herald just 2 hours ago got a hold of it. It looks like news hit first in Australia, probably because of the time change. There is a newspaper in Canberra, Australia.
Did anybody get it before us?
Reporting it 11 hours ago in Australia.
So he wasn't official?
Right. He
probably went on an Australian radio show.
Right, because they are, several hours ahead
Probably
of us.
some husband and wife team, Shrimp and the Barbie.
Right.
In Australia.
Right, go on the phone right now. The guy standing outside the palace, he's going to tell us right now what the Queen said when he said what he said, eh? Right.
But
right, Barbie?
Yeah. I don't know if Brian Williams and Scott Pelley and these guys are going to. I don't know if you issue a correction.
These guys never issue correction. How many times have I busted them?
Right, and I don't know if there's anything to correct. I mean, they just had this incredibly cool guy announcing the birth of the Queen. They never said, the Queen's sitting this guy out there or anything. But the whole assumption, obviously, for the whole worord is
right.
This is the way it's done,
right.
and this is the official guy whose whole job is to sit around and wait for a birth to happen. He hasn't had a gig now for 20-some years. And
like the Maytag repairman of a royal baby.
Yeah.
Well, the Today Show now has got on their website that he's a gate crasher.
Yeah, it's a big deal, actually. I think they should all issue retractions, but we keep busting them. Here's what's interesting about this. The news media has long poo-pooed the internet as not having journalists, not doing research, and not putting out great news. You know how they warn you, Twitter is stuff you can't trust the internet. I maintain it's just the opposite, that we're all developing great filters for BS thanks to the internet, and that pranking established media, and I'll challenge you, including us, is the new cool way to vet your information. We need to expose more news organizations that will, captain we too low.
Always first with the wrong information.
Always first with the wrong information. It's time we bring these titans, including on me, down.
Yeah.
Careful what you
what I'm
wish
saying?
for, buddy.
Well, but and people tried it. By the way, they are. Let's see. They sent a bunch of fake stuff. I can't find the fake stuff because it comes by so fast. But feel free to send us fake stuff anytime you want. See if you can get it on.
That's annoying.
I don't care. If you get it on and you prove you got it on, we will issue a retraction.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we'll issue retractions. Now I got to.
You know how much retractions cost, by the way? Nothing. They're free.
My credibility as a journalist and the lead journalist in the room.
Priceless, just like that MasterCard photo of you on Facebook.
By the way, still waiting for that broad to have that baby in England, but I'm sure it's going to come out.
Hasn't happened yet.
Hasn't happened yet.
This guy, though, had class. I mean, he